So this week I'm gonna try to not use any plastic at all, and that's gonna be everything from when I'm getting ready in the morning to when I cook my food and also like wash my clothes. So everything in my life is gonna be plastic free for 1 week and hopefully continue with it in the future. Because my goal for the future is to be completely zero waste, and I know that I'm far from there right now, but I think I'm in the right direction and, you know, going on the right path, because I've changed up a lot of things in my life. For example, I'm using a bamboo toothbrush and I'm using more bar soaps instead of the liquid ones in the bottles, and I'm bringing my own like produce bags to the store. So I feel like I'm doing a lot of small changes all the time, but it's specifically one area that I feel I'm really behind in, and that's in the kitchen. So most of the time when I buy my food or when my parents go to the store and buy the food at home, it's wrapped in a lot of plastic, unfortunately. And that's something I really want to change. So I want to challenge myself, and also my sisters are going to do it with me. So I'm going to try to be completely plastic free for 1 week. And I hope this is going to help us to realize how much plastic we actually use, and kind of do a kickstart to make this change. Because I think if we do this for 1 week really intensely, it's going to be easier to continue with it afterwards. So yeah, I hope that you are doing this together with me, because it will be fun and it's great for the environment. First thing we're gonna do is go to a grocery store. So usually we always take our bikes to the store, especially like in the summer and spring and fall. But now in the winter time, when it's like all like slippery and icy and snowy, it's not really possible to take the bikes. So we're gonna walk, and we're gonna bring with us our like mesh produce bags, some tote bags, and also our backpacks. So let's go. It's snowing outside, but it's at least not as cold as it was the other day, because then it was freezing.
Yesterday, right?
Yeah, we had like our ski pants and like so much clothes on, and we were freezing so much anyways.
Yeah.
But today is better, so I just hope that no one will, slip on the ice and fall. So that's gonna be the mission for today, not fall on our butts.
It's not fun anymore. I want to go home now. And the cabbage is stabbing me in the back.
So we're back from the store, and jeez, it was so much harder than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Everything was in plastic. Like I really thought that we could buy pasta in, some sort of paper. We found one that was, because we want to have gluten-free pasta, because we feel better when we gluten-free. It was only one type of pasta that was with no packaging. We thought we had some more options, but when we turned the packages around, it had like those small like plastic windows so you can see the pasta inside.
I mean, they already have pictures on the pasta, so why do you need to see them?
Yeah. And like the normal pasta, it's not gluten-free. I think it was like 4 different ones.
Yeah. The macaroni.
From like 30 different. So, and also yeah, we had a hard time finding rice.
Yeah.
And legumes. Like none of the...
Did we find rice?
Yeah, I found one rice, like wild rice.
Oh yes.
Otherwise it was all in plastic, which is, it makes it so much harder. That's why people can't buy things like plastic free, because there's no options out there. We couldn't buy anything frozen. It was a couple of like beans who had like paper packaging, but like fruits, vegetables, like so much in plastic. So it makes it like 10 times harder.
Yeah, and now you kind of really think, you really see, because you can't just grab anything. So now you realize, like, that is in plastic, and that is in plastic, and that is in plastic, and you're like, what is there left to choose from? What can I take now? There's nothing left.
Yeah, I think we want to be conscious and like we want to do the right thing, but it's going to be really, we're going to eat very just simple this week.
Yeah, we have a question though, because the herbs, they come in glass jars, but the lid is in plastic.
Is that allowed? I mean, if we would buy the glass jars and save them and reuse them, that would be fine. But like, we don't use that many glass jars compared to like how much spices we use.
Yeah.
So are we allowed to make our food with spices and like herbs this week or not? I don't know.
Yeah, because we wanted to try to be plastic free, like
completely. Yeah.
Then there's some things we can't really take away.
Yeah, we're gonna also collect those like small stickers from the fruits and put them in a like mason jar. So we will see how much things we're gonna accumulate this week. It's gonna be interesting. I'm sure we're gonna stumble upon lots of things that we just mindlessly just use.
Yeah.
And then be like, hey, stop. Don't use that. Or find a substitute or find something else. But I'm excited as well. It was kind of cool being like checking out, when we're paying and be like, yep, our things, like our whole, like everything we're gonna buy is plastic free. And actually even the cashier, she said like, oh, you guys are so good with like using your own like reusable
bags.
Yeah, for the
bags.
Yeah, for the like produce bags.
Yeah.
So we're trying to do our best.
Yeah.
So I forgot to mention that of course we're gonna use everything that's already in the house that's plastic free, but everything that's wrapped in plastic we're gonna let our parents eat. And here we also have a little glass jar where we're gonna keep everything that's, plastic that we use during the week. So for example, we had some stickers from the apples we're gonna put in here. So this is our first trash. So now after lunch, I was so close to go and reapply my lip balm because I'm addicted to it. But I stopped myself and realized that that's plastic. So I went to, look through all my stuff and I found this cute little glass jar that I have not been using it. So I put some coconut oil in this. So now I have my own little lip balm, zero waste, and yeah, I'm excited to find all these small substitutes, like things I can replace my normal stuff with. And you can customize these, like put some, beetroot juice in it and make it like a pink tint, I guess. Yeah, I'm excited. This is such a cute jar, isn't it? So this one I can just put in my bag and have with me everywhere I go. I don't really like putting my finger in it, like reapply it with my finger when I'm out, but you can't have everything perfect as you want. So this is so good. I'm really happy about this. So I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. I also just made a granola and we wanted to have some for a snack with some milk, but the oat milk we have is in a it's a paper packaging, but it has like a plastic lid. So we cannot use that, so we're gonna make our own oat milk. I'm out in the garage, and as you can see we have so many glass jars and bottles that we have saved, and we need something to put the oat milk in, and I think this looks good. So I'm all set to get ready for bed. I have my bamboo toothbrush and my homemade toothpaste, and just gonna wash my face with water and put some oil on my lips. Astrid is using this toothpaste, like zero waste toothpaste she found in London. And it's like a clay toothpaste, I think. So we just came back from the gym and we're gonna make some breakfast. Astrid and I are gonna make some just warm or hot porridge, and so you're gonna make like overnight oats, and we're gonna use some date syrup to sweeten it, and some bananas, cinnamon. Astrid and I are gonna have an apple to share, and so you're just gonna have a clementine, and we're gonna use our homemade applesauce that we made in the end of the summer, and the like oat milk Astrid made yesterday. And then we had bought some raisins yesterday that we thought was safe to eat because it's in paper packaging, but when you open up, it's plastic inside, unfortunately. So yeah, we cannot use that. So I'm about to take a shower, and it looks like I'm naked, but I promise you I'm not. So I'm gonna use a bar soap from Dr. Bronner's, and also a shampoo bar from Lush, and I really do enjoy using this shampoo bar, because the most of the other shampoo bars I've tried is leaving my hair very like waxy, but the ones from Lush is doing a really good job and make my hair feel very clean. The only thing is, if I use the shampoo for like more than a week, my scalp is getting really dry, so I don't like that at all. So then I need to go back and use like a shampoo from, like a liquid shampoo from a bottle, and this is in plastic, so I cannot use this week, so I need to stick to the bar soap. But if my hair, like my scalp is getting very dry, I will probably go back and use the liquid shampoo for like 1 or 2 times, so my scalp can get back to its normal state. So yeah, because in Sweden we don't have those like bulk stores when you can get just bring your own bottle and get some shampoo in the bulk store, unfortunately. Then also I realized that my razor is in plastic, so that's something I'm gonna try to avoid to use. But I also think that I should go and invest in a safety razor, because that's not in plastic. So that would be a better alternative to use instead. Then I'm also going to use like coconut oil or olive oil as a moisturizer afterwards. So I'm about to do my laundry, and this is something I didn't really think of, because these are in plastic and these two are in paper. Unfortunately, these have a like plastic handle, but this one is actually just paper packaging, so that's awesome. So this is the one I'm going to use right now. My sisters have also made like a soap nut detergent that we need to try out and see how it works, if it's something I can recommend or not. But yeah, it's very interesting that you can make things like this at home. So Astrid is making a soup for dinner from all the vegetables that we bought yesterday, and we're actually gonna use some spices that comes in plastic. We do have black pepper in a paper bag, and usually we have all the spices in glass jars like this, but for some reason we didn't have them, like all these, in glass jars. We just had like plastic bags at home. So I just got my period and I had to make some trash because I need to take some painkillers while I'm on my period because I get horrible menstrual cramps. So I need to put this in a little jar, unfortunately. But I'm using a menstrual cup, so that's very eco-friendly. So yeah, if it wouldn't be for my awful pains, and yeah, I do have one of these like heating pads on my stomach, but it doesn't do the job really. I have such a bad pain, so I need to take some ibuprofen and paracetamol. But yeah, some more plastic for the little collection. So I'm really craving date balls that we make out of dates and oats and some spices, but I can't have them because all the dates are coming in plastic, or they come in like paper like boxes, and then there's of course plastic inside, so I can't have this, and I'm really craving it. This is killing me. But it's so unnecessary. Why do they have to make packaging with plastic? It's like not necessary at all. And also I wish that we in Sweden had some more like bulk stores or markets, but we don't. We mainly have just grocery stores and everything is in plastic. Please, you guys who decide in Sweden how to make like the packaging, don't put everything in plastic. Just put it in like paper, glass, have bulk sections in the store, please. So I was just cleaning up after lunch and was about to turn on the dishwasher, and here we go again. Some more plastic. Astrid, it's more places with plastic than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I just realized also that there are like the soap to clean the dishes is in a plastic bottle that we've been using every single day, and I didn't really think of it. So this is our compost, and we always collect all our compost during the week in this bucket, and then we just empty it here. And as you can see, it's all snowy and it's freezing outside.
Hi there! Ingrid and I are at a friend's house and we're going to make tacos, and we wanted to make our own bread, so we brought some sweet potatoes and some oat flour that we're gonna make the bread of. So here's the finished product, and here's the sweet potato tortillas that we made. So I was scared that we couldn't fold this, but voila! See, here's the proof, we can fold it. Yay! Perfectly. Woohoo! Woo-oo-oo. So we are making a chocolate cake, and all the ingredients for this cake is plastic free except for the lid of the baking powder.
Plastic-free popcorn. It's now been 1 week with trying not to use any plastic, and I have to say it was so much harder than I thought it was gonna be. Here is our little jar with our plastic waste that we have created this week, my sisters and I, and it's mostly those fruit stickers and some painkiller wrappings, and also those wrappings for the tablets for the dishwasher. Yeah, my parents probably use some more dishwasher tablets during this week, but I only put the ones I used in this glass jar. But we have also, as you have seen during this week, used so much more plastic with, I talked about my razor and my shampoo. This week has been really good for me to see how much plastic we actually use. So if we start with the food, I went into this thinking that it's gonna be so easy, we can just swap everything that we used to buy in plastic. It sure has to be some sort of alternative in paper or something like that. But no, at least not in our store that we have where we live. I'm sure there is some more alternatives if you live in another city with some bigger stores, or if you live in another country where you have more bulk stores and bulk sections in your normal grocery store. But for example, we couldn't find any red lentils at all. We were looking in the whole store, we couldn't find it. So with that, some things that we usually buy, we couldn't make those type of dishes. And we also were quite disappointed with like the vegetable selection, because I feel like at least 70 or 80% of all vegetables were wrapped in plastic in some way. So we were very limited with the vegetables variety. So we kind of ate the same type of meals through the whole week. So we mostly ate like potatoes in different forms. We did find one of all like the 20 packages with rice that was plastic free, and we ate some couscous, which was actually something new that we hadn't been eating in so long. So it came out some good things from this experience as well. But with this being said, we did actually also become more creative in the fact that we actually made our own milk, like oat milk, and we made our own muesli, and my sisters did that bread for their burritos or tacos one evening. So if you are creative and you want to do things yourself at home, this is a very good way to push yourself into actually make your own things, and also being healthier that way, and also save some money, because it could be cheaper to make your own oat milk or make your own like taco bread instead of buying the already made product. So healthier, cheaper, and no plastic. So that was actually really fun, and something we're gonna continue with now when this challenge is over. So when it comes to like personal hygiene, I've already made the switch with a bamboo toothbrush. I'm making my own toothpaste, but as I said in the video, I'm still using my plastic razor, but I don't want to throw it out and just buy a new plastic-free razor. I think it's better to use it until it breaks and not being wasteful by just throwing it away right now. So I'm gonna use it until it's all, it's done its work and I have to throw it away. And then next time I'm not gonna go out and buy a new plastic one. I'm gonna go and buy one of those safety razors that's better for the environment. I'm definitely gonna continue with this and do my best. I'm probably gonna still buy some things in plastic where I have to. So for example, I really want to continue to eat dates and broccoli, for example, and I cannot find them without plastic where I live, unfortunately. So, but I'm gonna do the changes where I can. So when I can choose between something wrapped in plastic and something that's not wrapped in plastic, I'm gonna go for the plastic-free option, so that I know that I only have a couple of things and a few things that are wrapped in plastic, not everything. Even though it's our as like consumers responsibility to put our money towards the things that we want to encourage and because our money is kind of like you vote for something that you want to continue. So if I'm buying something wrapped in plastic, I'm saying I want more of this. But if I stop putting my money towards that and people don't buy it, the producer is gonna know that okay, there is no demand on the market for this, so maybe we have to change. But on the other hand, it's not only our responsibility, it's actually on the producers and the manufacturers and the people who make the products it's their responsibility too to make things more sustainable. Because as I said, in my store it was almost impossible to find enough vegetables and legumes and things like that that wasn't wrapped in plastic. So we need to make sure that the people who are putting all these products out on the market actually change their packaging, because you don't need to put rice in a plastic bag. You can put it in a paper bag or a fabric bag or something else that's more sustainable. I think this week was very interesting, and I'm looking forward to continue with this and make small changes every single day to become more sustainable and zero waste. It's gonna take some effort and some time, and I'm not gonna be 100% zero waste from now on, like starting tomorrow. It's gonna be a process. And I also think that every single little small change you can do is gonna make a big difference. So if you can just change this week your toothbrush, for example, to a bamboo toothbrush instead of a plastic one, it's gonna make a huge difference. All those small changes is gonna make a big difference in the long run. So I would encourage each and everyone who's watching this to make, if you don't want to do like I did, like a really hardcore like plastic free week, if you just make those small changes, it's gonna add up in the long run. I hope that you find this interesting and want to try this out yourself. Please let me know in the comments down below if you do. I want to know how it goes for you, and I'm curious to know how you feel about it, and if you think it's easy or hard. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hej då!